Much of the focus for investors has been on trade relations with China and the hope for a deal between the world's two largest economies. But as Steve Liesman reports, that might not signal the end of the trade story.
A lot of market commentary sees tariffs from the trade war as temporary events. A U.S.-China trade deal, the thinking goes, will sound the all-clear signal for markets and the economy. But there are indications we may be in for a longer, more protracted trade battle, a forever trade war that could last the balance of the Trump administration. The chief economist of the IMF, which downgraded global and U.S. growth today, cited specific concerns about ongoing trade battles.
There has been improvement on the front between the U.S. and China and a possible agreement in the near future. We are worried about trade tensions escalating in other sectors like the auto sector, and that would be particularly damaging given that it's a highly integrated sector for the world with large global supply chains.
Consider these developments. The U.S. steel tariffs remain in place with Mexico and Canada even after the U.S. struck a trade deal with the two countries. The U.S. wants to retain the right to put tariffs on China even after they sign a trade deal. Finally, in just the past couple of days, the U.S. threatened the European Union with tariffs on aircrafts, and autos could be next. Art Hogan, chief market strategist with National Security, says if the administration decides to pivot immediately to tariffs on European autos, any positive momentum derived from the end of the U.S.-China trade war will dissipate rapidly. It could be that tariffs are just a negotiating tool. Another explanation could be the administration means to keep those tariffs in place for years in order to protect U.S. industries and permanently reduce imports. If the goal is bringing back manufacturing lost to China and other cheap competitors, then temporary tariffs won't do. If that's the goal, markets should prepare for permanent trade barriers and possibly a forever trade war. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Liesman.